Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of 7 Days to Die, where we continue our build on our power plant. Now, I've been messing around with a few things because I wanted to try a few things and a few things weren't working, so I've had to have a bit of a mess around with stuff and try a few new ideas. I haven't dealt much with power. The power's changed quite considerably between alphas 16, 17 and 18. I did do a little bit with turrets, but now I'm trying to do something that's like community driven. It's presenting me with a few challenging situations. So yeah, so you'll have to bear with me with that. But I have tried a few things. I've set up a little bit that I'm going to just talk about. But I tell you one thing I have done that I really love is this. So I got the paintbrush out wherever it is. I think I've left it in the other place, and I've just painted here. And we'll see a bit more of this when I do a bit more like titivating on the front over here. But this is all concrete, and I've painted it all just to give it this kind of entrance feel. So when you drive a vehicle up, you're driving it nice and slowly into the power station. We're going to open up this section here that I'm stood on. So that's going to have the power coming out, and the lines will be here, and then they'll go to the pylons to each section of the place where it needs to go. Well, I've been busy. I've done a bit of work. Obviously, we had the control area done last time. I've just put a little bit of an extension on here that I'm just going to fill in with concrete now. Now this is going to be, it's just going to be a single generator with a single battery pack, just to power the amenities in the area. Because I figured I want some lighting and stuff like that in the area. So I've gone out. I've mangled some cars. I've had plenty of lead mining. We got a little bit of a lead area that we found 3 veins in. Dug all that up, and I've made a lot of level 5 batteries. We've got Forever Red, who donated me with a level 6 car battery as well, and I found one myself. I went and built 10 generator banks because we had all them mechanical and electrical parts. Really easy to make them. They were fine. I think it was both mechanical, electrical, and some forged iron. And obviously, so we had plenty of forged iron. So went ahead and made loads of them. And then, obviously, where we left off last time, I was digging out the under section here, and it's done. And we've got our temporary supports in place. Now, the only thing I haven't done is I've not filled this bit here because I've just covered it all up for now. Because I'm not quite sure how far we're going to take this out and how much room we need where the entrance is there. We may even expand it slightly out, but for now we're not. But this, I love this. The new idea I've been trying is these trestles. So if you remember in some of the earlier versions, the trestles were a lot more used. Well, now they've kind of amalgamated your trestles into this kind of thing here. So that's your trestles that you were using the last time. But now you can use things like I-beams and stuff like that. I just absolutely love this. I hope they bring more of this stuff in the later alphas, because it's just brilliant having that kind of option to do stuff, which is what I've done here. I've used an I-beam, which is now connected to the wall, so that's actually supporting that whole roof section there, which is obviously down to here as well, and it's also connected to the wall there, giving it plenty of strength. And we'll expand that as well as we go to do the other generator banks, and I'll probably do the other generator banks here, and then I'll do something down here, maybe like a third one or a backup one or something like that. But we're going to concentrate today on this setup here. So this is my little setup that I've tried. And basically what we're going to do is you can power up to 9 things with a generator bank. And I've got it just powering 3 of these battery banks. The battery banks aren't quite full yet. I've just got 3 batteries in each one, powering the maximum power output of 135 watts on each one. My generator has a maximum output of 300 watts. But technically the batteries will drain, will provide more power than what the generator does, so they will drain if they're supplying more power. However, I'm hoping that we don't need that. If we do, what we'll do is I'll probably place another battery bank here and another generator here. We'll just do 2 for 2, and I'll adjust the pylons at a later stage. I'm just going to go ahead. I kind of like this setup, so I'm happy with this setup now. What I think I should have done really was made this into like this is a T-bar at the moment. So as you can see, I don't think it's supposed to have this bar going down here, but I liked it so much, and I couldn't really find one that fit really well with that. So obviously the I-beams don't fit so well. I get the I-beam out. That's not the centered one, so it's going to look stupid anyway. Now what you could do is if you get the foundation piece, it looks a little bit better, but I still didn't like how it looked. Now the I-beam does sit quite comfortably against that actually. So we could use that as that section as well. But what I did do is I basically used it so it's pointing downwards. So we've got this I-beam going down. Realistically what we should have done is maybe use something like a fuller block or something, but I'm happy with how it was, so I've left it like that. But that's giving us good support over our power supply. It's also giving us good roof support, so hopefully if we now upgrade the roof, it's not going to collapse on us. So I'm going to go ahead and just upgrade this area here, because I'm happy with this, how it's going to look. Oh, that's damaged, so I'm just going to drill it out. Why not? Saves trying to get bloody iron to repair it. There we go. So I'm happy with how all this is going to be laid out. So we're just going to do this whole section here. So we know this area is going to stay. There we go. Now hopefully, we need to grab some more concrete. Nip up here to our little supply of concrete. Now I've only brought a small supply with me because I didn't have much room, but we've got plenty of supply back in our bunker base. Now if you didn't catch that, make sure you check it out. Then I'll show you what we've actually done with the bunker build now, with the resources. That's got 6 or 7 furnaces going at all times. I've given us plenty of cement. It's just, you get so much level when you're building. It's amazing. Now the beams actually have more strength than wet concrete, so the wet concrete can't overpower it, which I've only just recently realised. I thought they'd be a bit weaker, but they're not. But there you go. So there's our upgrade there. So we can, I think what we can do is we can do this section here as well, because we're not going to get rid of this bit here. Go. It also gives us a bit of cover from the rain as well, makes it so it's not as foggy as it is when you're in the rain. But there you go. So this is our little power setup, and what's going to happen is I'm going to basically have it so they go towards this section here. I'll probably do it here. Now I wasn't sure how I was going to do this, but what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to basically use concrete. I wasn't sure whether or not I was going to do like what I want to do first. The reason why I'm doing this is just so we can have it so it's all leveled out. There's 2 away, so it gives it a bit of room. You'll see what I mean when I put it out. And then what I'm going to use is these electric wire relays. Then we'll get our wire tools. Use the right one. We're going to take our battery pack here to our first relay. Like so. Now it may cross over slightly. Well, it's not too bad actually. The third one may be a little bit worse. Third one's better actually. That's how it's going to look, and we're going to do the same on the other side as well. So we're going to connect. All you do is right click onto your battery bank from your generator, like so. As you can see, the yellow is just indicating which direction the power's going. That's mainly if you're using things like drawbridges, doors and stuff like that. You can see where the power relay is going. So if you want it to detect you on both sides, you have to kind of do a bit of a switch around, like a feedback loop. We will be doing some of that stuff later down the line when we've got the power over to our bases. Now, I did mention that I was going to bring this power over to the bunker. I've actually decided to veto that idea, and I'm actually going to bring power to the bunker via its own generator room. It's self-contained, so if anything happens to this area here, obviously in theory nothing will ever happen to it, but we're kind of RPing that style. It's completely self-contained, so if this blows up or anything like that, or the power runs out or we can't get to it, no problems. It's got its own power supply as long as we fuel it up. Now we're probably going to look at kind of don't want to just put concrete there, so I need to have a think about what I want to use. Now, I could use I-beams, but I guess I could. If I place... Have we still got it on? Yeah, we've got it on advanced. If I place 3 here like so, and then we'll use a centered I-beam. Where's our centered I-beam? There it is. Rotate it round. And then is that going to be... Yeah, that's probably going to be tall enough, so we'll just get our blocks here. Just so I can see what I'm doing. Get our I-beam again. Centered foundation, so we get this nice flat top. Bring it all around. A little pro tip as well, if you miss and you go too far, I'm using the R button to rotate. If you left mouse click, it rotates it back round. It goes in the reverse. I'm going to place 3 there, and then we're going to place our relays again. Close to that. Now, we're not at max distance. We're nowhere near the maximum distance. However, I also want it to look good. I don't want it to be messy. I want it to almost feel like a power station. So, I mean, I know you're not going to get something like this in a power station, but it's as close as we're going to get. We can do something here. We can do, like, you know, maybe put some railing around. You know what? Yeah, let's put some railing around. So we've got some railing. So another thing that I've been fiddling with is this stuff here. So this is actually it shows as a flat black iron railing. It's actually the metal railings, but we get all these options here. So we can do stuff like this. We rotate. Oh, actually, no. Good thing about these ones is you get corner ones, which is a lot better. And now you just got to try and get it so it's not going to look right. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And then I think we can use one of these here. Now, is this centralized or is it not? I can't even see it. No, it's not. So if we do that, it doesn't hold because it's in the middle of nowhere. I tell you what, we'll do that like that. That looks half decent, doesn't it? That looks good. And we'll get our metal railing. Just place the metal railing down. Tricky bit, trying to get it to... Come on. This is the awkward bit because you gotta balance it just right. Get that one on. Gotcha. And then we obviously need the top doing. Oh, I did not see that. Right, let's just get rid of that. Didn't realise there was an actual top piece. Yeah, I'm going to try and get this right again. Yes, look at that. Do we want to use that on all of it? Because the bottom piece also is now missing the bar. Yes, yeah, let's... That's going to drop, is it? No. A little bit of a trial and error here just to make it look good. There we go. Obviously, we don't know how far we're going to go with this just yet. Measure that up there. I'm not going to do everything on video because obviously it'll take quite a while going back and forward with stuff and some of the materials we haven't fully got yet. But I certainly want to try and like do a bit of this. Now I want a bit of a doorway here so we can get in. Now the one thing I have just realised is we actually want to do the same for here. So I actually want to put this all down here. So I'm actually going to get rid of all this. But I'll leave it for now because then you can see what it's going to look like. But I'm going to basically put... Where are we? We've got the chain link top pole there. We've got the corner bottom. But yeah, so we're going to use that. We'll close it off there. Have a little bit of a kind of a carry it on there and a bit of a doorway there. Right, so we've got our power supply here. So I'm going to pick up, more than likely. So where are we? So we've got here. We want to pick up from here, I'd say. That's going to be... saying that's going to be more like that, isn't it? And then what we're going to do is we're going to get our frames out again, our I-beams. Run it along here. How far out do we want to go? Probably to there. Keep it the same angle, like so. Yeah. Got that so I can place my blocks down. Now we need to work out how high to take this without causing chaos. Bring it up. Like so. I'm actually thinking that's going to be a little close to that. I may actually bring it out a little bit more. What I can actually do, we can cheat, we can copy shape. 1, 2, 3. Copy shape. I always forget about the copy shape. On. Great. That's probably a little bit too. Might be a little bit too high. This copy shape. Rotation. So. I think that's going to be a little bit too high. Have a look. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. It's not flipping in there. It's actually, we can probably get away with putting another rebar frame in there, which I probably will do. Let's connect them up. See that one? Okay, right, let's nip round to the other side. So now we can place our copy that there. Copy shape. Copy rotation. No, it's right. Completely missed it. Excellent, right. What a way to waste there. Okay. That actually looks a bit like a power plant. Or as close as we're going to get anyway. Now bear in mind, the more of these we use, the less power we're going to have available. So it's going to be a balance of what, you know, the distance we travel with this power station. I'm hoping we've got enough space and distance for each person to be able to have a bit of power. They can obviously draw off more than one of these. But yeah, I'm not sure how it's going to work just yet. We will look into providing more power possibly. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep 3 ways. So I'm probably going to do 2 more of these setups. So we've got 3 sets of pylons going out. So one in one direction, one towards my horde base, and one obviously towards the top north section. I could use the map. So we've got one around this area here, one around this area here, obviously one around this area here. And I'll probably then do like a bit of a relay station with some batteries in there. So we've got the battery powers here and the battery power over there. So if this cuts out and people haven't been using the power, all the batteries will have plenty of charge in them. But we'll see how that goes. But I really like the look of that. I like how it's come out actually. I like the frames here. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to continue the bars across. You know what I'm actually probably going to do? I'm actually going to probably do... Yeah, so that's going to be 2 pylons there, 2 pylons here, and either 1 or 2 pylons here. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably bring this frame across. And that's this wrong angle. Centered. We'll do it that way. That's probably going to go across here like so. And now it should hold itself because technically it's being held by the top, and the top's being held by obviously the sections. Then what I want to do, it's only so I remember. If I forget, I'll not do it. Copy rotation. Okay. I actually don't want a copy rotation because I want it the other way around, don't I? Fine. See if we can get it to play ball for us. Excellent. That's going to be our support there. What I can do, I can copy shape, copy rotation. With the right way. They are now. Obviously we need one there. These to go along here. Now I know I'm putting in the full bars now, but what I'm going to do is I'll probably cut into them, and I'll probably make them drop down in various places, as we've done there. Obviously continue this along here, and I'll probably interject it, as I say, to various other areas. Just so we get that bit of a feel, because we'll probably do, you know, this section here. Like so. Obviously we're going to need a cross section here. So we can just head on out. It's going to hold everything together. Oh, I don't want that there. And then all I'm going to do is just the ones that I don't want in, I'm going to just take out here. Like so. But that's the look I'm going for. Now, I may do away with this, and I may just have this where it's all like coloured and painted, like various different things. I don't think I've got any paint on me. No, I don't. I've left it all in the bunker. But yeah, hopefully it's going to look alright. It's coming along really nicely. I'm happy with how that's turned out. Yeah, I'm really happy with how that's turned out, actually. I expected it to not work, but it seems to have worked. So all we need to do now is to get the pylon over to our horde base and start testing out and seeing how much power we actually need. Now, hopefully with the horde base, with there being a relay at the horde base, that'll probably have more generator banks there. That will hopefully power the whole horde base through a horde night, because you can switch it on and off, and that's the plan. So we'll see how that turns out. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let you go. I'm going to fill this all in as is. I'm going to match this design here to this here. We've got one side by side. I'll leave this section for now, but I'll do up all of this. I'll probably put the support frames in for this section here. We'll come back, have a look at it, see what it's like. Let me know in the comment section if you've got any suggestions, ideas, or anything like that. This is the only way I've been able to manage to get it where it links up with enough power supply for a base to actually have some use. So fingers crossed, with the relay stations we build by the areas that we're going to be supplying, we're going to have no issues. Well, let me know in the comment section if you'd like to put your input in or anything like that, or if there's anything you change or any new ideas or anything like that. But until next time, everybody, take care for now. Bye bye for now.